Hello and welcome. I'm here, joined by Craig in Craig's tin shed. And we are playing our second game of Frostgrave using the Dark Alchemy campaign, co-op campaign.
Yes.
We've played one game so far, and if you haven't seen it on this channel, that's because it's on Craig's channel. So head over to Kiblams. I'll put a link in the description to that. It was a fantastic game. We did pretty well.
Yeah, it's good.
So your wizard Tim,
Yep.
he got up to...
He went up to level 1.
Yeah.
Got a little bit more shooty.
A little more shooty. You didn't get too much treasure. I think I got most of the treasure.
No.
I got up to level 2 because I got lots of treasure.
You got comical amounts of treasure compared to me.
Oh yeah, I think I got most of them, didn't I? And then I got a few potions and bits and bobs, a fair bit of gold.
Yeah.
So that was our first game, and that was basically escaping through this big collapsing warehouse. We managed to get through 2 doors. We got through a door.
Yep.
And now we're in the second part of this big collapsing warehouse.
Indeed.
So this part of the warehouse is where the magic used to happen. It's where the workers used to be teleported in to the city to sort of go about their business.
Efficiency.
Efficiency, exactly. So you'll see on the map there's lots of teleport pads set up where they used to sort of teleport into. Obviously they're dead now and they're on fire. So instead there's flaming skeletons that have been teleported in.
Of course they're on fire. Yeah.
So there's going to be tons of skeletons on the board, which is a bit different to rats last time. And these guys are basically just normal skeletons.
Yeah, they're a little bit tougher than rats.
Yeah. When you kill them, they blow up though, which is...
They're on fire.
Yeah.
Low,
So
yeah.
they hurt you 2 damage, I think, when you kill them.
Yeah, if you're in base-to-base contact with them and they blow up, when you kill them, it's 2 damage to everybody in base-to-base contact. So it's a bit harsh, to be honest. We're going to be really taking some damage in this, I reckon.
It's going to be interesting. I
Yeah.
mean, I know that you've ditched a couple of your last warband.
I've taken the ranged guys out and I've gone all
Really?
fighting. So
I've stuck with my original guys, which should be, hopefully, should work out quite nicely. Got one guy to sort of shoot a couple of guys down.
Yeah. I think you stand a better chance than I do.
Yeah, but it's looking a bit tougher. A lot more skeletons and a lot more going on.
Yeah.
But this one, all we have to do is reach the edge of the board. Obviously, there's still treasure and stuff to pick up, but we don't have to go through any fancy doors anymore. It's just get to the edge of the board and then we're on to the next bit of the warehouse.
The other side as well, though it is
Exactly.
3 feet away. It's 2 feet wide, and we're trying to get 3 foot down the other end.
Yep.
So it's a little bit tricky.
Yeah. So we'll go on and show you that board, show you the setup, and then we'll show you our warbands, and then we'll get into the action.
Right then, let's take a look. This is the board for today's game. So we've got the scenery set up in a similar way to the last game. We've got 5 points where the burning skeletons are going to be teleporting in from. We're going to start over on this edge over here and leave the table on this one over here. I'm not sure if you can see my fingers there. On the opposite one anyway. Treasure tokens about the place. We've got one over here, one down there. So they're all in this sort of half. We've got to try and grab them as we go past. Anything else interesting about the table? I don't think there is. So we'll go into the warbands. So we've got Tim, the wizard, Timothy Bizzledorn here. This time he's met up with his other warband members and he's managed to get hold of a infantryman. So we've got an infantryman, I'll get there eventually, and a treasure hunter. That's what we're taking.
I've of course still got Quinn. He's still happy with his 2 mates. He's not fobbed them off like Tim.
No.
So I'm with a ranger and a man-at-arms.
Okay, so we're rolling initiative. Green dice is Tim.
Thud.
2
Once
versus
again.
15. So it's going to be Quinn going first.
Off he goes. Right, so I'm going to be moving this chap first, obviously activated with my wizard. So he's moving 7, and then he's going to move half distance again, so 3.5 up here, which will be nice and close to that skeleton when he pops out.
Is he group activating?
Yeah, he's group activating, and he's literally just going to be moving, he can move 12, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he can move 9, sorry, so that puts him just at the top of there.
I was going to say.
Yeah, good maths from
Oh, you're splitting up.
He's
It's a brave move.
He's going up here as well.
Ah, right. So we're taking one with us.
So he's taken one with him, but my ranger is just around here.
Tim is group activating as well, and they're going to have a mad dash down here. So 9 inches puts him there. It's his full movement, and because they're all basically moving, because there's nothing to shoot at yet, he's a little faster, so he'll end up there. And then the last fella is going to end up there. So they're all nice and tight, ready to bash some skeletons.
Bash some skulls.
Creature phase, and we've got skeletons everywhere. So because it's a 2-player one, we've got a skeleton there. We've got a skeleton there. We've got one there. All the skeletons, one over there, and one at the back.
Spawning in.
Then we randomly spawn one.
So 5 locations, that's an 8, so that's going to be at location 2.
8 is going to be the second location. So over here, we've got another one. Ouch, that's the direction I'm going.
So now chasing us, we have 2 zombies in each of the corners. So they're a little slower, so they shouldn't pose too much of a threat.
Yeah, hopefully.
It just means we can't hang about.
Right, so basically they have to be within 10 inches and have line of sight. This one down here doesn't. That one there is, so he's going to head towards that fella there.
Okay, so
There you go, Ed.
he has a 5-inch move?
4 movement, yeah, nice and slow.
4 movement, but both of his actions.
So it's going to be 6, yeah.
It's going to be, so he's going to move to there, and he's going to move, yeah, he's going to move around, isn't he? So he's just going to be there.
This fella here can't actually see my warband because of this solid piece of terrain here. So he's going to head towards one of the random board edges. So we'll roll a dice.
So 4, so that's
4.
the first one. So
That's on the left hand side. So I guess he's going straight down the side here. So 4, 6. It puts him there.
cool.
Ouch. So I'm going to get overrun in a minute. Right, so first Mr. Skeleton, he can see my guys, so he's going to make a move. So that's 2. And these move 6. 4, 6. And then he's going to have a second movement of 3.
Not quite there.
We'll get him there, he's almost into contact. These 2 fellas down here, they can't see because they're not within range, so they're going to be moving towards one of the backboard corners at random basically, so have a look.
Roll for both of them. They're
They're
going
both nice and
towards the
small.
left one.
So both of these guys are going straight this way, so they move, going total of 9. I'll put him there and him there. So they're chilling out by that piece of treasure down the back there. Right then, so we've got this little zombie fella in the middle here. I'm going to determine where he moves. Oh,
So he's moving to
14, so that's the right.
the right. Yep.
Oh, funny business with the old cameras today.
The switcheroo.
So he will be there. Right then, and then we've got these 2 fellas over here. One at the back's going to be moving random, so we figure out where he's moving.
So he's moving with his
The
mate.
same corner. So that's going to be 5, 8. Just going to put him about there. And then finally we've got that fella down there.
This guy, who is within 10 of my ranger, who is definitely here, and he can move. They can move 8 total, can't they?
9 in total.
9 in total. So,
Yeah, 6 and 3.
so that is going to be bringing him into combat, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, and then
Yeah, he's
3.
not going to be able to swing though, thank God.
You won't be able to swing. So
Right, so we're closing up on our first combats. Initiative for turn 2. Let's have a see what happens. Oh, that's a
Winning
14
again.
and 16, so same again. Harry's going first, then me, and then the Gribblies.
right, so I'm just going to be moving these chappies, pretty much 9 inches, just over there.
No spells on the way?
No spells on the way. Because
Fair enough.
I don't need no spells.
Don't need, no.
And he's just
That's
moving
okay,
up
yeah.
alongside him. So that is what my guys are doing, just being greedy as per.
Yeah, because you've got your soldier on the other side of there, haven't you? So he can't actually move with the wizard in the group activation.
No.
And you might notice that we've replaced the skeletons that I had from D&D with my Dark Eldar Racks. Mainly because we don't have enough. There's like 6 of these guys coming out every single turn, and so far we've killed none. So we're going to have about 30 skeletons on the table by the time this is over, I think. It's going to be absolute mayhem. So, need to get off there as quick as possible, but in the meantime, we need to kill this guy here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to group activate with my wizard. I'm going to cast shield. So, let's see if I get it off on a 10. Yes, just about. So that's a shield on my treasure hunter, this fella down here. Now, the treasure hunter is going to go into base to base combat, and so is the other fella. For their second action, they're going to hit the skeleton in the face with everything they've got. Right, so treasure hunter is going to hit first. Let's have a see what happens. He's got +6, in fact.
4 and a 3.
He's going to need it. 9. Oh,
9.
Fantastic. He's only got a 9 though, and the skeletons have got an armour of 10, I think.
Yes.
So that's not going to be any damage. Right, so it's the infantryman's turn. Let's have a see what we can do here. So this is going to be a 5 +5 to mine.
15 versus a 16.
And that's a loss.
That is a loss, but it's only 1 damage and your armour is...
And the skeleton's got +1, so that's 17.
Okay.
And I've got an armour of... This is the infantryman, so he's on his base armour, 11. So that's going to be 5 damage.
That's
Ouch. Right, and the wizard's second activation is going to be to... he's going to join the fight. It's probably not advisable, but I don't care. I'm throwing caution to the wind. I am going to kill these skeletons.
Right, so my ranger is now in combat with that skeleton. So he's going to be attacking him. He's got a fight of +2, and the skeleton's got a fight of +1.
+1, yeah. Green dice is going to be a skeleton. Way.
16, 17, 18.
However you look at it, that's a dead
Yeah,
skeleton.
that's a dead skeleton.
Right, then.
So
Dead
he's
skeleton.
gone, and then he's got a 3.5-inch move to peg it. He's going to move about there.
Okay, so we're on to the creature phase, and this is where it gets absolutely mental. So every turn we're basically getting 6 skeletons, 5 of them coming like this from each of these spawn points, and then 1 of them spawning at random. We'll roll for that now.
So that's at on the right hand side.
So that's
not the
4,
right hand side.
8 to 9, that's 12. It's going to be that one there.
Yeah, it's not half enough, is it?
So-
Stupid Harry.
That one there. So that's them, and then we've got 2 more zombies that are spawning in these 2 corners over here. It's getting really, really crowded. Now, the single player version of this, you have like 3 or 4 zombies on the table at one time, and we've got crap loads.
All of them.
Yeah, like every single model from my Dark Eldar army is going to end up on this table by the time we're done. So anyway, we'll crack on. Now, this one here, down in the left, can see my guy, and he's within. So he's basically going to end up base to base with my wizard. That was a really bad move. This one here is going to move at random towards the back.
To the right hand side.
15, so that's the right. So he's going to come bumbling over here. 9 inches puts him way back there. This fella here is also going to move at random.
Right hand side.
Right hand side again. So he's going to where that fella is.
And then that fella's going to be moving at random as well.
Yep, that's right. So go for it.
Right hand side.
Same again. That's getting really complicated. So this fella is then in the corner.
Yep. And then there's another guy there.
There's another one here. He's going to be moving into the corner, probably.
That's a 3. So
3. He's heading the other way.
Other way.
So he's coming over this way. This is getting absolutely mental, guys. So he's going to end up there because he's nowhere near within 10 and able to see, so that's fine. We've got these two fellas down in this corner here we have to roll for.
Oh, blimey. Right, I'll roll them both at the same time. They're both going into that corner.
Luckily, they're both hanging out where they were. My word. So have we got any more to move?
There's still two over here. There's
God.
two here.
Right. Over to those
And
guys.
They're moving, one's moving, well, each corner really.
Okay. So one is going to go just straight in that direction. Well, first he's going to end up there. Has he got line of sight?
Yeah, but he won't be within 10. Or will he?
He is, yeah.
Okay, so then he's going to move his...
3 to there.
And he'll have done the same, won't he? So we'll just end up next to him.
And he's going to, yeah, basically be doing the same thing. Then we've got one last zombie in this corner here. Now he can see and is within 10. And he's within 1, 2, 3, 4. He's within 5.
So that's going to be a combat.
So he's in to combat now, and he's going to actually attack. So let's move on to the dice tray and see what happens.
So,
okay, +1 to mine.
Oh, that's a 9 for the skeleton, and that is a 9. So I win, but only by...
That's
that's
a 7.
6. That's a 7.
A 9, but +2.
+2, so that's an 11.
And that's 1 damage.
That's 1 damage, so
Yeah,
he's dead.
That's
So
another
skeleton is dead.
skeleton dead. Look at this, we've swapped roles. This time it's Harry killing everything. I'm doing next to nothing.
So we just did that real quick. Basically, these two skeletons have just moved up. Zombies have just moved up here, and then the other zombie has jogged off up there.
One thing left to do is this zombie over here is going to come into combat with my guys. So we'll zoom in and resolve that. Right, so we've got the combat going on over here. We've got 6 fellas, and because he's in base contact with him, he's in base contact with him over here. It basically means that nobody can benefit anybody else, and everybody's sort of caught up with everybody else. So it's going to be one-on-ones, potentially all the way across the board. However, it's the creature phase, so this zombie here is going to attack the infantryman. So the infantryman is getting +3.
+3, and the zombie's getting plus nothing?
+1,
+1.
I think. Actually, I'm not sure.
We'll
That's
check
a
that, but
13
easy.
versus 3.
Yeah, you must be dead.
That is going to be dead. There's no way that the zombie can survive that. So that's
Yep, that's
that one dead. Fantastic. Right, now, because this one's free,
He's assisting.
he can assist he can assist the treasure hunter, but not the wizard.
Okay.
So the next thing is going to be this one attacking one of those at random. So we roll a d6 to
Yep.
determine. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's a 4.
It's a 4, so he's attacking the treasure hunter, which is fantastic because he's now being backed up by this fella here. So let's crack on. So the treasure hunter has 4, so he's going to be +6 against the +1 for the soldier. Right.
He's got a 10.
That's the
skeleton.
roll for the skeleton. 20.
20.
So that's a critical. That's an automatic hit.
He's dead.
He's blown to smithereens. That's 2 down. This wasn't as bad as I thought.
No, you're doing alright.
So this is how it looks now. Now, unfortunately, these two fellas here are basically in contact only with each other. I'm just trying to figure out, did I just move him? He moved twice, so he's not going to get to attack in this creature phase. And I think that's the end of that creature phase. That was absolutely mental.
Biggest creature phase in the world.
And it's only going to get bigger.
Oh dear.
Oh, wow. Okay then, next up, turn 3. Initiative time for initiative time for turn 3.
Oh,
Yes!
Craig's one.
Okay.
Comes off first.
I've probably deafened everybody because we're
What's
now
this
using
about?
different mics, but I'm going first. Right then, so group activation. The treasure hunter is going to sod off over here. So that's going to be a movement of 8. So that's 7 + 1.
So he's an inch up the ladder.
No, he's got 2.5 left, so he's going to end up almost at the top of that ladder. So we'll remember that he's right there. Down here, the wizard is caught in combat, so we're going to move the infantryman over there. And so it's going to be 2 versus 1. First, I'm going to attack with the infantryman to see what he can do. So that's going to be 3 plus the 2 from having the wizard by his side, so that's plus 5.
Skeleton's got plus 1. Oh,
16.
17.
That is a skeleton, so that's a draw, is it? No, it's not. 17.
17 v 16, so you'll lose.
Oh!
You'll lose a bit of damage.
And the infantryman's got 5 health, an armour of 11, and he's dead.
He is dead, isn't he?
The infantryman has perished. This is our first loss of the campaign.
Oh dear.
It's all gone horribly wrong. He's dead. Right then, it's left up to the wizard to try and finish this. This is the one that started all the. No, this isn't the one that damaged him in the first place. So, 2 skeletons have had a bit of the infantryman, the poor infantryman.
Bit of the meat.
Yeah. Okay then, let's have a look. Wizard has got a fight of plus 2 against the plus 1.
3, you got to do it.
6.
You've done it.
Plus 2, 8. Doesn't beat the armour though.
It doesn't meet the armour.
No, but what he can do is he can push him away.
Yes.
So push him away 1 inch, puts him to there, and then with his second activation, I am gonna just leave,
Sort of.
just scatter. He's probably gonna. Oh, he's gonna catch up though, isn't he? In the next turn.
You can't
I'm gonna move over to.
Just run away.
Yeah, he's gonna get caught at the bottom of the ladder, I think. 2 puts him there. Another 2 puts him there, off the camera, and then another 2 puts him by these crates over here. He's going to get swamped by zombies and
Zombies are plenty.
and skeletons and all sorts. It might be time for some teleportation soon.
So I'm going to. Man-at-Arms isn't going to pick up the treasure. He's just going to move. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3 there, and then he's got how much further? 6 more inches, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, that puts him there.
So he's going to bob up to there, and then he's going to pick up the treasure and move with it. 1, 2, 3. What's this about there?
Yep.
Happy days.
Okay, so the treasure picking up has begun.
So I'm going to fire my ranger at a skeleton. Doesn't really matter which one. The closest one will do. So he has a shoot of plus 2.
Plus 2.
So 19.
19
yeah,
against
he's
4. That's
nice,
1
yeah.
dead skeleton.
He's dead. So now he's going to be moving. I think he's just going to move on up and face the consequences.
Moving on up.
They're going to spawn anyway. So he can move 7 inches, move in a bit of the city with it. Just behind there. Happy days.
Right then, it's on to the creatures. Right, so a little admission here, we cocked up.
Big way.
Misread the rules. Basically, we shouldn't have spawned so many skeletons last turn, so we're basically going to start taking some off. So the 2 zombies that spawned the second turn, they're starting off. We're going to lose 5 of the zombies that are furthest away from our guys. Sorry, the skeletons. So we're going to take away these 2 in the corner, these 2 in this corner, and then we're going to take this one back here, leaving us with just this one here and those 2 there. Now it's time to spawn another one in.
Yep, so only one spawns at random, and he spawns
17, so that's the last point.
That's the last point right next to there.
Your fella. He might be in trouble over there.
He might be in a little pickle.
Right, so believe it or not, this skeleton here can't see either of these guys. Now remember, this guy here is up on the ladder up here. This pillar here is perfectly positioned to block his line of sight to either. So we're going to have to decide at random which way he goes. It's going to be towards the right, which is actually kind of towards all of us. So, okay. He's going through this door, and he can move to... In fact, no, first he's going to move to there. Then he needs to assess whether he can see anyone this time. He can see my wizard. He's probably the closest, so he's going to head that way and end up just there.
Fantastic. Right, so this guy is going to be doing random movement because although he can see my ranger, he's more than 10 inches away. So random movement, 19, so he's off to the right. So he's moving 4, 2, so just move up to there.
Brilliant. So what we are finding is that the ranger is now basically surrounded on all sides.
Yes, he is.
Speaking of which, it's now the turn of these fellas to start moving towards that ranger. First things first, this fella here is going to move around and he is going to try and kill the ranger.
You can try.
But he won't succeed.
No.
Okay, so it's a skeleton with +1. Oh, it's a 20.
And I've got a... Yes, you win. And my armour of 11
Means that you take 9 damage.
means I take 9 damage, so he's down to 3 health.
Ouch.
Which is good fun for all.
Indeed. Right, then it's the 2 other skeletons we pre-measured, so they're just pop.
Bosh bosh.
That's getting a bit messy over there, isn't it?
Just a bit.
Bit cosy.
He's dead.
It's that time again. It's time for initiative on turn 4, I think this is.
Maybe.
Oh.
And he gets it.
Okay, so Harry's going first. I'm going second.
Right, so to quickly go into my wizard phase, Quinn's just going to be moving up to pick up the next treasure, and he just about makes it, the greedy bastard. Yeah, takes his other treasure with him, of course. So he
all the
picks
monies.
All the monies. So he's picked that up for his second phase.
Right, so group activation over here with Tim and his treasure hunter who's up here. First things first, Tim is going to shoot at this skeleton over here. So let's have a see what happens. Tim's got +2.
Right between the eyes.
Skeleton's got +1.
Skeleton wins. So
Right, so no damage there.
that's a miss.
Now it's going to be a matter of moving, I think, running away if possible. Or do I engage him? I'm going to engage him.
Engage him.
Screw it. So, with his second action, he's going to move there. Now, the treasure hunter is going to jump off his ladder, land there, and move to there, and smack him in the face. Right then, so the my fella is going to have +6. The skeleton's going to have +1.
That's a dead
16,
skeleton.
that's a dead skeleton. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Chalk that one up on the board.
It's a good job we took all those extra skeletons off. This would have been absolute mayhem to try and get through. So that is my wizard phase.
So we're just going to move my man at arms now down the ladder.
So that's going to be a movement of
2.
Then it's 3 down the ladder. That's him at the bottom.
And then he's going to
So
move
he's got
towards...
1 more in his first activation.
Yeah, move towards the treasure, the greedy bugger.
Okay, that puts him there. And then with the rest of his turn, he's going to move again, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just move again.
So that's going to be another 3. Puts him just there.
So we're going on to my unlucky ranger, who actually only has 1 health left because he killed a skeleton earlier.
Yeah, we realised that we hadn't added on the burning skeleton, so I've lost 2 health from my treasure hunter, and you've lost 2 from the archer who's doomed.
He's on 1 health. The skeletons get the skeleton that he's attacking gets +5.
Yeah.
And I get +2.
Right, so green are getting +5. It's the skeletons. 3. Oh god. +5 is going to be 8. It doesn't kill you.
It doesn't get through my armour.
So he's basically holding up all of those skeletons in this nice little area.
Yes.
He's going to have a zombie who's actually just off camera over here.
Yes.
He's going to be joining in the fun next turn.
Go on without me.
I don't think he can survive, but
I wouldn't be so...
we'll see. He's going to have 4 attacks on him next turn.
Now the zombie moves in, but the zombie won't actually be able to swing.
Speaking of which is now. So the zombie is going to come in. He's not going to be able to attack this turn,
No.
but it does mean that anybody of these other 3 who attack are going to be adding +2. So it's going to be +6, +7 for each of these zombies. So we're going to do this 3 times to see if he can survive. Now, keep in mind that if he kills one of the zombies, he's
Skeletons.
dead. Sorry, if he kills one of the skeletons, he's dead anyway. So,
Okay.
so he's dead regardless. It's whether he takes one of the
Yeah.
skeletons with him. Right, so we're getting +7
Yep.
on the green dice, which is the skeletons.
I get 17. I've killed a skeleton.
You have indeed, because +7 on there is only 16. So we'll say it was this one first. So he's dead, and he's dead. That frees up those 3 skeletons and the zombie to ravage on.
Fantastic.
Okay, the remaining 2 skeletons that are here can see Quinn up here, the wizard, and so they're going to head in his direction, and both of them are going to get to this wall.
And just sort of rub up
stop.
against it.
Right, so it's a chase now. Now it's time to spawn another zombie. Skeleton, and see where he ends up. So it's going to be at one of these 5 points here. Let's see.
That is
A 9, so it's going to be this one at the back here. Right at the back in the middle.
Fantastic.
Pop. Turn 5 initiative. Green dice is me. I'm not going first.
Definite success. Right, so on to my wizard phase. And he's going to cast Leap at the man-at-arms over there. So you can sort of leap him into contact with that base treasure. So that needs a...
No, that's fine.
No, that needs a 12. So that needs a 12 to cast. And I get 15, so that's cast.
Fantastic.
So the man-at-arms sort of gets
Whoop.
leapt into...
It's coming up. Second action.
Second action, then he's basically just sort of... I think he's just going to move to the top.
Yeah,
of
he
this
can't
ladder.
move very far, can he? But he's taking all of his treasure with him.
He's got all of his goodies. So, that's the end of my wizard phase.
Right then, Tim the Wizard down here is going to try and teleport himself over here, trying to get this last piece of treasure here before he disappears off. Can he do it? So it's going to be a roll of 12. That's 7. Now he's missed by 5. I am going to take 5 points of damage to get that off. He's going to really concentrate very hard and zip himself.
First
Oh,
few
I should have
processes.
mentioned these guys are group activating as well. So he's zipping off to there.
Zipping, is that what's called?
Yeah, the treasure is close enough, so it's going to snap to him. And then he's going to move. Oh crap, I've just realised that he's next to that. There is actually a skeleton down here, so 3 inches doesn't get him off. But he's going to be in contact next time. So I'm going to plonk him there and see what I can't do. That's the best I can do. So he's in danger, but he's close to the edge. He's so close, and he's got a treasure.
Nearly there.
Which is, in fact, because he picked up the treasure,
He can't move.
he
can
can't move. He's still
Because that's
there.
one- Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Right then, let's have a see what my treasure hunter's going to do. The treasure hunter, who's sneakily hiding over there, he's going to make a dash for this piece of treasure. That's going to put him in base contact. With his second action, he's going to pick it up. 2 pieces of treasure. This is progress.
So my man-at-arms is going to run off the edge of the board with all the dead meat.
There we go. And he's off.
He's off with his piece of treasure.
Fantastic.
That's 1 treasure.
First things first, we're going to move this skeleton here into a very badly placed wizard. And let's do the combat. So, we're going to get +2 for Timothy.
+1 for the skeleton. That's a 12.
That is a 12.
So he takes 1 damage.
That's 2.
2 damage.
2 damage takes him down to 7. Ouch. Right then. Then we'll move the rest of the fellas. Okay, so Tim's in all kinds of trouble at this point. The zombie over there is going to move his 6, which puts him about there. These 2 fellas here can only see... In fact, no, one of them can see the wizard. The other one can actually see my treasure hunter. So, oh, that's so close. He's actually going to end up there, about ½ an inch away. That is really close. It's not looking good for Tim, regardless.
No.
The other skeleton is going to move this way, so I'm just going to move the camera. Okay, the second skeleton that we saw is going to move out for 1 inch.
Hello.
And then he's going to come across the floor, if I can get the angle right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hello.
Puts him there. He's going to be in combat, basically. So, we've got... I'm in a bad way. Let's put it that way. We're back around to initiative again. I think this is turn 6, potentially. Green dice is me. Going second again.
Going first again.
Let's have a see what happens. It's not looking good for Timothy.
Right, so I'm going to be really tactical here, and this is to my heart, helping Craig.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm going to teleport over to this treasure because that also lures this zombie to me, which is very generous of me.
Totally, yeah.
So teleport custom 12.
12.
Get it?
That's a cast. Brilliant.
So he is going
He's going over there.
over there,
Don't forget all of his treasure. You're going to have so much experience at the end of this.
and then his action is to pick up that treasure.
So, he's got 3 treasures. Right then, there's nothing really that Tim can do other than hit that skeleton, this one here, in the face. Let's have a see. Right then, so Tim has +2, skeleton's got +1. The other skeleton isn't quite into combat, so it's just going to be a straight roll off.
11 and
11 becomes 12. That's another 2 damage. He's now down to 5.
oh,
Ouch. Okay, then Treasure Hunter is going to turn around and he's going to hit this skeleton here. Hopefully he can do a little bit better than his wizard. Okay, this is going to be a +4.
yeah. Oh,
God.
oh, that's a 16.
That's a 17.
That's a 17.
That's
you get
a 17.
+2 armor from your shield.
I do have +2 armor from the shield, which puts him to -5, puts him to 3.
He's on 3 health.
3 health. Even if he kills that fella, he's going to be on his deathbed.
Yep.
Right then. Right then, since we're over here, we may as well do the creature phase here first.
Yep.
Right then, so it's going to be the same again, +4 against +1.
Roll out. Oh.
So 7 versus 9, so 7 becomes 11.
9
Becomes 10.
You
Yes!
kill him.
So...
But he's
so that... That skeleton is now dead. Fantastic. In the explosion, the treasure hunter takes more damage and is down to 1 health. He's on his deathbed.
Right, so this zombie here can actually move into combat, and he can actually strike.
Ooh.
So he gets. Does he get a +1 to his fight? So zombie doesn't get anything to his fight, but my guy gets +3.
Right then, green dice is the zombie. We've got a roll of 20. Oh, no.
No. So that's double damage.
It's all gone horribly, horribly wrong.
Oh no.
Double damage. So, what's your armour?
My armour is 10.
So that's 20 damage.
So I'm dead.
That's dead wizard. It's all gone a bit Pete Tong, guys.
Can I can I instantly use my health potion?
So that's a dead wizard, and I think we're going to end up 2 dead wizards, to be honest.
Quinn's dead.
Quinn's dead. He drops all of his armour. He's dead in a pile of
Treasure.
books and gold.
He's dead in his pile of his own greed. Killed by a fucking zombie.
Oh, shit. Right then, after that bombshell, it's time to find out what happens to Tim.
Yep.
He's not got much health left, but he's going to fight as much as he can. So we're going to do the fight between these 2 guys first, just because that's the kindest way.
Yes.
Right then, I'm getting +2.
I'm getting +1.
8. That's 10. That's no damage.
No damage.
Right then, so that was a failure. Then we've got this fella moving into combat. That's going to be +3 against +2 for Timothy. +3 is 20.
20, yep.
13 + 2 is 15. So 20 is...
He's dead.
Right then. So that's 2 dead wizards. Let's have a see if the treasure hunter can do anything. Right then, it's time to see if we can spawn a skeleton, probably from one of these 2 over here on the left, and get in my treasure hunter's way. But let's have a see what happens, shall we? Where's he gonna go?
In the treasure hunter's
1!
way.
Yeah, so he's going to be right next to the treasure hunter. So he pops up down here. Fantastic.
And then he's going to move.
He's going to move to be in contact with the treasure hunter. Treasure hunter has 1 health left, remember.
Which means there's no way of winning this.
Which means that he's dead regardless. But let's have a see what happens, shall we? Right then. So the treasure hunter is going to have +4.
Let's go use +1.
+1. Yep, that's going to be a dead skeleton.
He's dead.
Yep.
It's all over. My man-at-arms was the only one to survive. Well,
Yeah.
Quinn's man-at-arms.
Right then, so that ends the game. Let's. This will be a fun recap. Right then, this is how it looks, guys. The mayhem of the burning skeletons eating us alive. We've got 2 skeletons. 2 skeletons? It might be skeletons. 2 soldiers over here. Tim's down. This fella laughing his way all the way to the bank with his treasure. We've got a dead soldier, and of course Quinn is down as well. So we're going to take the soldiers first. We want to roll a 5+. Now they can, in Dark Alchemy, they can't go through to the next game if they're downed. So regardless of whether they roll 5 to 8 or 9 to 20, they're not going to be in the next game, and then they will be in the next one after that. So
1 to 4 and they're dead.
1 to 4 and they're dead, that's all we care about. So we're going to take the infantryman first. Right then, so the infantryman,
Not a 1 or a 4.
he's alive.
He's alive.
I'm going to stand him up.
And then the treasure hunter.
Yep.
5.
He's alive!
He's alive. Just.
He's alive! Those two are alive, but they're not in the next game. They're not.
No.
There's no way they can be next game. Now it's time for the one soldier
ranger.
on Quinn's side. So let's see what happens.
6.
It's a 6.
He's alive. They're all okay.
Right then, he's alive.
Just a bit singed.
Right then, now it's the time for Tim to see if he can survive.
Yep.
We're looking for at least 3 to survive. That's a 5. Badly wounded, just
Badly
missed getting a
wounded.
permanent injury. Of course, permanent injury is where you can have like a smashed jaw or a gammy ankle or a soggy bum. And basically it hinders you in different ways.
Yeah.
So he's alive! It's amazing. However, can't be used in the next game.
Nope. And he has a badly wounded.
But he's retaining his thing. Badly wounded basically means that he can either pay 100 gold coins for medical treatment, or he can sit out for a game.
He's sitting out for a game anyway, so it doesn't affect him.
He is sitting out for a game anyway, so
He's going to keep his money.
he is. We're going to see now what happens to Quinn. The last one. Let's have a see if he survives.
That's a
That's
12,
a 12.
which is
Full recovery. It doesn't matter though, because he's not in the next game. But at least our wizards have survived. Right then, all that's left to do is to tot up experience, which we've already done. My wizard is now up to level 2. I'm probably going to add some health on for him, but we'll go through that at the beginning of the next scenario. And Quinn hasn't gone up a level, he got 75 experience.
But we do have 1 treasure.
I got 60. Yeah, it's time to figure out that treasure.
Right, so time to figure out that treasure. That's a 14, which is...
So we're going to have 30 gold coins and 2
Woohoo.
potions. Right, now it's time to roll to see what potion we get.
Yep, so 2 dice. We have a 9 and an 11.
9 is going to be Cordial of Clear Sight,
Yep.
and the 11 is the Felita of Fury. No idea what those do, but we'll take a look and let you know.
So Cordial Clear Sight, you ignore the effects of beauty, invisibility and monstrous form the rest of the game if you drink that. And the other one we got, which was the Filter of Fury. If you drink it, you get +1 fight, +1 damage, but on any successful hand attack it says, but you must move towards the closest enemy figure and try to fight them, pick a fight basically. So you basically get rage on.
You're going to get crazy for the, looks like the rest of the game, to be honest. It looks like you're a madman just running from combat to combat.
Yeah.
Just whooping ass.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Right then, that's all the treasure. That's our warbands. I guess it's time to have a little chat. Right then, so that was that, wasn't it? What can you say?
That was eventful, wasn't it? I mean,
didn't quite go according to plan.
no. We got one guy through,
Yeah,
so we are progressing.
there was a little bit of cooperation between the two of us,
Yeah.
though that backfired
Backfired pretty bad.
and led to
got
soul dying.
gibed by a zombie
Yeah,
on a 20. That was pretty
Oh,
bad.
my
That was
word.
unlucky.
that's the swingy dice rolls again, isn't it?
Swingy dice rolls, you can just... Even a rat could have just slaughtered your wizard there.
So, yeah, the basics of that is we need to now choose different models for our next game.
We're going to both be using our apprentices.
Yeah, which will probably be more difficult.
Yes, because they're a little bit worse.
Yeah, I
Quite
think
a
the
lot
scenario is
worse.
going to be more difficult. We've got worse people.
Yep.
It's going to be an interesting one. I'm not sure if we can take one more model though, or if we're still stuck to just the 3.
We can take different members of the warband and things, so I might pair up with a paladin or something like that. Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows who we'll find? In the
Yes.
But obviously,
We
I've
need
got my man
some
at arms.
Yeah.
Got mine at arms, so I've got that to work with. And basically, it's who he's going to find, whilst the rest of his mates get. We basically got Timothy
Slaughtered.
and Quinn are back there in the warehouse getting mauled, but they managed to run away.
They just ran away and left everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, so obviously we've got one more scenario to go. That's going to be over on Craig's channel, so look out for that coming up. So make sure to give Craig a subscribe, because then you'll see that actually pop up rather than waiting for me to say something.
Yep.
And that's going to be the last instalment of this mighty campaign. It's going to be the forging of our warbands. Obviously, that's what we're using this for. We're using this as a learning process. So obviously, we'll have made a load of mistakes.
And we did make a load of mistakes.
We did make a load of mistakes. I'm sure we made a few. I know points we were saying, we're supposed to do that. We're supposed to do that. Who knows? Lay them out in the comments. Please do, because then we're going to get better, and it'll be better next time for you guys. But yeah, so we'll be forging our warbands, and then we'll be off doing all sorts after this.
I'm hoping that this one was a little bit less dry than the first one as well.
Yeah, there was a bit more going on here.
A little bit more comfortable making the videos, and a bit more comfortable with the game.
Sure, yeah.
And it was a shitstorm. It
was an absolute shitstorm. Yeah.
The end was just completely filled with cock-ups, just ridiculous cock-ups from the moment that Timothy teleported himself over to the treasure. It just went completely.
No, it's like, oh, I'll come over and help. Oh, hey, look, I've drawn him away from you. Oh wait, it's coming for me now.
So, we've learnt lessons.
Yeah,
we've definitely learnt lessons on what not to do. Thinking sort of cocky towards the end of the game. Yes. It's given me a lot of respect for what creatures can do in this game. You're not just worried about the person on the opposite side of the table when we get to the part where we're going to be playing against each other. Sure. We've really got to worry about these creatures. I mean, these are some of the weakest creatures that we're going to face as well.
A zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, zombie skeletons. I mean, we faced rats, and they were like chipping health off here and there.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad, but these guys are a bit tougher.
I think next time we're up against some crazy
fire things that actually chuck shit at us.
So they're ranged. Which is okay, because I've got ranged soldiers left.
You've got ranged soldiers left, I've got a couple more ranged guys left. Yeah. So yeah, look out for that. We'll be playing that shortly. So like I said, this was great fun. Thanks so much for watching. It's been me, Harry, and Craig.
Yep.
Thanks so much for having me. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And most importantly, have fun.
See you guys.